Today is a great day to be a Carolina Hurricanes fan. You know what? They got a win. It was the first ever Svechnikov Bowl where two Sveches played against each other in the same game. And to top it all off, Brind'Amour got his 100th win. I mean, what more could he ask for today? My all-time favorite player getting his 100th win for me now overshadows the hype of the first time the Svechnikovs clashed on NHL ice. But that was fun to see as well. And, I think Carolina, they came out rusty after having a day off, being on the road trip with different time zones. It's going to be rough. I didn't get mad. I was a little bit salty when they came out flat in the first period, but you know what? They hunkered down and they got the win. They sticked with it. To me, it's very similar. This game itself is very similar to a game featuring the Edmonton Oilers that I watch because my dad is an Oilers fan, born in Edmonton. Yes, '06 was really fun. Thanks for asking. And, I think for me, Svechnikov just kind of willed his team to a win. Like, he was not going to lose against his brother, which is great. Maybe whoever, you know what? I'm just going to fucking. Way to be professional, Jonathan. Your own YouTube channel. Always forget to look up the one thing you try to remember to do. But, you know what? Yeah, I don't get paid for this, so. Oh, wow, they don't play until Sunday. Got a few nights off, but you know, Florida versus Florida. Hopefully, Florida can trade for Evgeny Svechnikov because if this is how Andrei Svechnikov plays against his brother, I think we should try and arrange it. So, everyone, you know what? If we need to trade a first round pick for Evgeny Svechnikov and then flip him to Florida for a first round pick and then just keep the pattern going. Just keep moving Svechnikov around because Evgeny, not Andre, not Andre. Evgeny Svechnikov, just keep moving him around so Svechnikov can keep playing like that because obviously he's king of the game. Beat his brother. I think he was genuinely the best Hurricane out there. He was just involved in all three big goals. This was Andrei Svechnikov's night. I think Carolina in general outplayed everyone else. And also, I'll give my thoughts on Detroit's reverse retros. I've seen them get a lot of crap, but Detroit doesn't really have a uh, a lot of jerseys to reverse their retro, so to speak, because they only have two colors and they only have one jersey. I actually think if they added a red stripe, that would have fit the theme. I think a red stripe would have looked better. Get rid of the red helmets, and I don't think the jersey's half bad, but I like simple jerseys. Does it look a little bit like a practice jersey? Yeah, but. Yeah, that's my thoughts on the Red Wings reverse retro jerseys. Well, the thought did pop in my mind, but for me, Andrei Svechnikov willing the Canes to a win. What's more important is he willed Rod Brind'Amour to his 100th win. I'm a big Rod Brind'Amour fan. I don't know if you haven't noticed. If you watched any of my videos, you probably realized that by now. And I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I hope to live up to, if I live up to be half the man I consider Rod Brind'Amour to be in terms of his leadership, his work ethic, his workout ethic. I would consider myself a pretty accomplished human being. But, so, to see Rod Brind'Amour, the man who lifted the cup in Carolina, put up over 1,000 points in the NHL and just was an all-around leader everywhere he went, and probably, in my opinion, the second, in my incredibly biased opinion, the second best captain in hockey history. For him to not be in the Hall of Fame, it's good to see that his coaching track is on such a right track, so he can force them to finally put him in the Hall of Fame by having a very successful coaching career along with his playing career. And so far, his coaching career has gone great. He's one of the fastest players to reach 100 wins. I think he's the fastest Carolina Hurricane coach to get to 100 wins. And for me, things keep going. If depending on how things go this season, Brind'Amour for me has already passed Paul Maurice for second best Hurricanes coach in history. Number one being Peter Laviolette because he coached the Canes to an '06 Cup win. So I think, but Brind'Amour, if he gets the Canes a cup, which knock on wood, because I want that to happen more than anything in the world. I mean, other than being successful in life, but in the hockey context, there's nothing I want more than Brind'Amour lifting a cup as coach in Carolina. And if he does that, he Like all he has to do is have a very get the Canes to the Cup final, and he's the second best. If he can get the Canes to the Cup, in my view, he's the best. And I am incredibly biased, but yeah, I know I've talked a lot about Brind'Amour getting 100 wins, but honestly, as a diehard Canes fan, that really does make me happy, and a lifelong Canes fan. I like as long as I can remember, Brind'Amour was the captain of the Hurricanes, and then I think I cried when he lost it because I didn't know how passing the torch worked as a 10-year-old kid. I thought, Brind'Amour's the captain, that's how it's always going to be. Then, I did cry when he lost the captaincy, or I think he gave it to Eric, when he gave the captaincy to Eric Stahl, because I didn't realize what was actually happening. And, I think I cried when I found out he retired because I love Brind'Amour. And to see him have a very successful coaching career, my throat is dry. I'm not going to cry, don't worry. Uh, to see Brind'Amour have a very successful coaching career already is very like it makes me a happy man. What can I say? And for Andrei Svechnikov, and that's why today normally I have two jerseys up. Brind'Amour will be the only jersey up for this video because it's his 100th win. If I did start giving Hurricane of the Game to coaching staffs, I would give it to Brind'Amour tonight, but I'll give it to Svechnikov because he's a player playing the game. And I think Svechnikov did all the right things. Jacob Slavin made many good defensive plays tonight. Peter Mrazek, someone tweeted out, do we make every goalie look like a Vezina winner? Yeah, we do. It's what the Canes do. They have goalies overachieve unless you're Scott Darling. So, you know, like, uh, going forward, I think Carolina, you're not going to get a lot back. You don't get a lot back for goalies, but we have three goalies at very low skill level. If you're Carolina's GM, instead of having three goalies, one having to sit on the taxi squad, I think you need to trade one of them. That's how I see it. So I guess that'll be the question. What do you think about? There are my thoughts on the game. So, what do you think about Brind'Amour getting his 100th win? What do you guys think about the game? Which is the more important question. Decided to Yoda it up a little bit. And if you guys like the content I'm producing on the channel, hit like and subscribe. And I'll talk to you again on Sunday.